Not so. And
But
like,
also, you will have involved yourself in a crime of overfishing. I'm
yes,
telling you,
yes, because
because
exactly.
accidentally you
I
may overfish, and therefore you become a criminal. You are
so
incarcerated in
I,
the various rates of criminal.
I have a
Exactly.
question for you. How
Remember,
many fish are you supposed to fish per day, or how much do you have to fish to
Remember,
know you have overfished?
you're picking from, let's say, lake or anywhere.
Uh-huh,
There is a variety
A
of
variety,
different sizes and age.
and
uh-huh.
your net is not favoring either to isolate.
Exactly.
someone who
Oh,
has
so
gone to
you're
school.
using a net.
Someone
Very
who's
good.
gone to school cannot use an undersized net. Someone who's gone to school knows the size of the net he or she has to use.
But he's a
And remember,
dropout.
it depends. It depends on what you want to do. Like, if I have a plan of starting up a business, I can first make a budget. Are you saying, like this budget? How long does it take for me if I'm to fish to attain this budget? If I attain the budget I want, then finally I'll start up my business. Are you seeing? It
Now, when you are
depends.
going to Wairamule, you are going to present critically and making sure that people in the world and the people you are going to face should understand one, what is school dropout?
Dropout. Exactly. That
Number
is where
two,
we should have
what are the
started from.
causes of school dropout?
Effects,
Number three, what are the effects?
solutions.
We are trying to provoke you
Absolutely.
such that you can have an argumentative ground for on how you can represent effectively during that.
What did I give you? One second. A speech.
The school
I gave you a speech.
has stages.
So let's talk about solutions. What can we do?
He still had
Oh,
something to
sorry.
add.
You pose the question, the school dropout of over senior 4. It has stages school dropout. Someone who drops a school at the, let's say P6, P3, can get more effect compared to someone who drops the school at after senior 4 or senior 6. Because at senior 6 or at senior 4, we expect this learner to have acquired knowledge and skills and is eligible to impart or to exercise the skills that he or she has acquired in school. But when we look at say, P2, P3, P4, those are still juniors. And when they drop out from school, they get influenced by adolescents. And consequently, you find that they suffer most compared to a senior 4 dropout and a senior 6 dropout.
There is a discussion, I could call it a topic, that has gone unresolved in this country for a very long time, surrounding unemployment. We all are looking at school dropouts. However, in Uganda today, there is a slight difference between a university graduate and a school dropout.
There is, yeah, I agree.
They are almost the same people today. And the question, the trouble, the bewildering question that has gone unresolved, and very many people are not paying attention to it, is after you've finished school, let's say you're outside school, where are you going to start from? They've brought technical institutions. You go there, acquire the skill, well and good, it's okay. Let's say you're going to make shoes or whatever out of hides and skin. Where do you begin from? No capital home. Where do you go? That
But
is something that has not been given the necessary attention.
is there businesses or things that you can start out without money but can create money?
Like,
Here, you are going into a criminal.
charcoal burning
How is that a
charcoal burning in
crime?
whose
In
land?
whose land? That is a crime.
Personal land, maybe if you can request a land from someone, then you would be able to check about it.
What about the environment?
The effect on the environment.
We have basket making.
Yeah, handmade stuff.
Because
Handmade stuff.
papyrus
Yeah.
Because of the papyrus.
here available.
That one you can do.
Now, when you are going
Fishing
to debate with those people,
requires capital.
eh?
Take an example. The hooks you're going to use, they need the spear. You have to buy it.
How much would that cost?
and it depends on the quality
of the spear
of
which
the
is used
spear you
for
want
fishing.
to use for fishing.
At the end of the day, precisely, you need capital.
Yes.
You need startup capital.
It needs capital.
Well,
Ashwin,
Can look at this.
no,
Let-
no way.
We have
What a
clay around.
clay, yeah?
You can make
Ceramics.
pots and you make ceramics and you sell.
Do you know that
But,
98% of the people in Toroko do not know how to make pots?
Now you have to, you know.
Now
you have
that
to
is where
be
we are going.
innovative.
Innovative enough. You have to be creative. You have to think beyond outside the box.
Aha.
You
Now
understand?
we are making
For us
you
here,
open.
culturally, we are used to this. Say, I'm going to graze for so and so. They pay me a bull at the end of the year and stuff like that. That is why today we need education that is inclusive. You must know once I'm outside school, where do I start from? You have to be creative enough. You have to be innovative enough. You must know the use of almost each and everything. You must know this, the use of soil. You must know the use of reeds. You must know the use of timber. You must know the use of everything, and use everything that surrounds you to come up with capital.
So another thing would be I would want to talk about the solutions. What do you guys think? What would prevent dropouts? What do teacher or government or yourselves as students need to do to prevent dropout for students?
Government should provide scholarship to the middle students.
Okay,
Secondly,
go ahead.
You talk on behalf of teachers. What should the teachers do?
Teachers should carry out career guidance such that learners should know what they want in education.
Very good. What should students do?
I mean, we are going into
Thi-
discussion.
This time, let me hear from her.
What should you do as a student to make sure that you don't drop
Out of school.
Can be self-employed. At evening here you go, you start up a business of chip selling and all of that.
What's the significance of that?
To get money for school fees.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
it's not
For
wrong.
example, if you were disciplined in school and you are lacking money, for example, you are disciplined, everybody is monitoring you, and you are disciplined and you are lacking money. Do you think the teachers cannot actually get for you something?
Or any concerned
Or any
person.
concerned person?
Yes.
How does that come?
Anyone can answer. Go.
Being focused on what you're doing when at school.
Okay.
Which will let somebody
So-
to get attracted to you.
So that would help avoid or prevent dropouts. Okay.
Then another thing, we can also engage our parents. Engage them. We talk to them and we tell them the value of education to the community instead of getting these young girls and get married at another stage or forcing boys to marry at another stage. We can have those meetings.
So there should be mass sensitization
mass sensitization.
there is another thing
on the role of education.
The education today can be more practical than theory. How can that one reducing the rate of school dropout? Like, if it so happens I drop out of school, I have a skill and how I can start up. I can use the skill to help me fit in the society and help me reach my needs. Because currently the education of our country is a very theoretical than practical. When someone is reading from morning up to evening, and after all you go out, you don't get what you do.
I do agree with you.
That's
It's
very
like
correct.
a 9 to 5 job type thing.
Therefore, that leads us as teachers to talk about career realities. The word career reality means that we should tell or talk to you really what you may achieve in your education as a whole. For example, the education may be theoretical, but what do you add on as a student?
Very true.
How do you put that theory into
Practice.
That is now why the new curriculum is here. To make sure that you don't come out of school with nothing.
Mm.
You should come out with something
With a skill.
that will, with a skill which will be beneficial to you and the environment.
Very true. So I think we are done.
We are done.
Is there anything else?
Do you guys have any
No,
questions?
maybe,
can have questions.
maybe in addition to the causes of school dropouts, one of the causes of school dropouts have teenage pregnancy. Find someone is in school, but due to early pregnancy, that person drops out of school. Yeah, that one is one of the major causes currently in Ntoroko.
What contributes to teenage pregnancy?
That's a very good question. One, we find you're not getting what you want in time. And you find
What does that mean?
it means if I'm a girl, let me use. If I'm a girl, like okay, if she's a girl, she wants pads, she's in her monthly periods. She's lacking face, or she wants there's some scholastic materials she wants, but she doesn't have. And the parent is not in position to give her what she wants. So what does she need? And she needs to study. She has to study. What does she think of? She has a boy who can give her money to buy pads, and a boy who can give her money to access her scholastic materials. So what does she do? The boy says, for me to give you what you want, you have to first sleep with me in order for me to get what? In order for me to give you what you do, what you want. Which leads to early pregnancies. And after the pregnancy, what comes
Drop
out
out of
is
school.
dropping out of school. That's
Do you
But we
guys,
also
like,
need, I think, there is a lot that has not been done about our mindset change. Here there is a belief, if I, for example, get pregnant before I'm done with my school, that should mean the end of me. Yet we've been in Karugutu. People are having children and they're in school studying.
so yeah.
Yes.
Also
Yes.
yesterday,
And there is a disparity between here and Karugutu. There is a way here, once you get pregnant, that means marks the end. Even if you cross the T and dot the I, that marks the end of your career.
education.
Parents themselves are not sensitized enough. A parent will know the only way I have to punish my child after they've gotten pregnant before they complete their school is to sit home, is to get married to this man. They are not supposed to go back to school. They look at it as a crime to go back to school after you've given birth, which is not true in the end.